Alright, so this is going to be a relatively short video, and what we're going to look at in this video is understanding how to read product inventory. Alright, so just to start with, this might be a little confusing because it's out of context. What I'm going to do is I'm going to modify the inventory of the Google Pixel 8 Pro camera and the Google Tensor G3 chipset. Essentially, I'm going to modify the inventory of the two components used to build the Google Pixel 8 smartphone. Alright, and if you just bear with me, I will tell you why. Alright, so we head over to our inventory tools tab. We modify our product inventory. We hit this one and we say, you know what, at this warehouse, let's just add in 100 pieces. Oh no, this is the wrong product. Yeah, for this product, let's add in 100 pieces. And of course, the reason for modification you can add on later, but right now this is the default reason given. So we add 100 pieces of the Pro camera at Athena's dummy warehouse and another 200 pieces of the G3 chipset at Athena's dummy warehouse. So essentially what we've done is that the 8 Pro now has 100 pieces in stock at the dummy warehouse, and the Tensor G3 chipset has 200 pieces in stock at the dummy warehouse. So this means that if I need a piece of the Pro camera and one piece of the G3 chipset in order to make one piece of my Pixel 8 Pro, right? Given that I have 100 of this and 200 of these, technically I could produce 100 pieces of my smartphone, right? And for some businesses, it's not an important calculation because they don't assemble or manufacture or produce things. But for some businesses, it is a very, very distinctive calculation, an important calculation that needs to be done, which is why we have put this feature within Athena. So let's look into it. So now what we're seeing is, right, because we're only dealing with one warehouse at the moment, so the second and third preferred warehouse displays will be empty unless you add warehouses and select them. All right, so for the producible inventory details, right, what we look at, right, what we discussed is we have 200 pieces of one and 100 pieces of the other, and we require one piece of each component to produce one piece of the finished good. So it quickly does the calculation, and it can do this calculation even if you have 15 components mapped to a product, and it gives you the final available quantity you can produce at each warehouse. Not only that, it can also give you a total summary, because sometimes you just don't want to know how many pieces you have per warehouse, whether it's number of pieces you can build from components or number of pieces you actually just have lying as finished goods. Sometimes you want to know that across all your warehouses. Maybe for a big order, what you wanted to do was to amalgamate all the stock across your different 5 or 6 warehouses and then produce that for the client. So Athena also gives you an overall warehouse summary where it can add up all these numbers from all your warehouses and give them to you. Not only this, once we reach the end of our inventory details, you also get a simple component mapping which tells you the total available stock of the first component within your team and the total available stock of the second component. And of course, these two are also buttons, and you can just link to the product right from your finished good. And that's about it for reading inventory details.